Hello there. Namaste. So, yeah, Bhoot ship. I saw the trailer for this. It got blocked, but honestly, it seemed like an absolute comedy, and I felt like I watching it. I know it's not supposed to be a comedy, but there was just something about seeing people act like white people in a horror movie it's just hilarious. It's just absolutely hilarious. So, yeah. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh my gosh. They wanted the title sequence to match what the film is about. I think that's putting too much work into it. That is putting too much work into it. I'm gonna turn her head. Those windows, are they on a boat? Yep. I don't think you're allowed to have family on a vessel. But then again, I guess the rules are different. It does sound like a fun life, though. Living on the seas. I don't think I'd enjoy the crew, but I think it'd be fun to live on the seas. How has she not explored that whole place? It seems like she grew up on the ship. Did she not grow up on a ship? They made it seem kind of obvious that she grew up on a ship. I think that was too much. Or too fast. I think it would have been more entertaining if the girl just was having fun with being pulled. You know, kids, when you do that with them, they get excited, they get happy, and they want it to happen again. So I think it would have been nice if she was just running back and forth as it kept happening. 11 years later. Break a window? She's pregnant? Already? Oh my gosh. They haven't explained anything. So his wife and child were on that boat. Apparently he wasn't there. And the girl was tugged away. The wife wasn't. So what's... Maybe that's why kids aren't allowed on a ship. They feed the souls of the damned. As soon as they eat a child, they take the soul of a child, they can start hunting the adults. That makes sense. So there was a kid on board that ship, and no kid had been on board that ship before. Devours the soul of the child, and then it starts hunting the adults on the ship. Makes sense. I get it. You don't need to show me all this to introduce that you're the husband. Don't walk underneath that. Don't walk under... So the only thing that's happened so far is the girl disappeared. Are they smuggling? Smuggling people? How did those boxes not fall over on transit? So he basically frees... Okay, who in their right mind would see that and not realize that the ship is hauling slaves? Because there's no way everyone on board is aware of that. There is no possible way everyone on board is all for that. Some of them would probably go to the captain and be like, I want a bigger pay cut. knowing that that's there, and others would be like, this is wrong. The fact that everyone's on board, that's too many people to pay off. Wait, and the cops still showed up in... Oh my gosh. What was the point of escaping? I thought this was like a horror movie. I thought it was supposed to be spooky and scary. I still think that they rushed the introduction way too quickly, and now they're showing all this. I can imagine how creepy it would be if the girl just started having fun and laughing, making it seem like it was all well and good.
आपको सोना नहीं है? मम्मी को पता चला तो हम दोनों की बहुत पिटाई होगी।
Is he crazy? I think he's crazy. It's funny, this movie and Ghost Ship came out the same year, didn't they? Who is he? Is he a police officer? Is he an investigative person? Is he a captain of a ship? Because it looked like he, I don't know. I like how they didn't spend too much time staring at it. CGI is just not good. Oh, so all the containers were taken off the ship? Here go the white people. There's no way there wouldn't be people on board already. There would be lights all over that thing. It's pitch black. You can't risk people who are going out to swim or on like jet skis and things crashing into a giant ship in front of them just because it's so dark out. The whole thing would be lit up. Oh my gosh, this was the funniest part in the trailer because they're just white. There's not enough room for both of them in there. Oh. And now they start it? So they were like, oh, okay, this ship arrived here first thing in the morning. We're gonna wait till tomorrow to take care of it. Let's leave it completely pitch black for the whole night. Let's just leave it alone for now. Get to the point. This is why horror movies aren't supposed to be very long. They should be very concise, very quick, very to the point. Because I don't know who this guy is. They spent a lot of time with him, and I'm even more confused. I thought he was his wife and kid that disappeared. Apparently not. Apparently not. I think the girl had gone to the bottom of the ship. That's going to serve an important purpose later in the story. In movies and in horror games, there's always that door you can't enter, but it serves an important part. You need to find the key later on. You need to find... You just need to pass all the checkpoints. I like that. That's not... I like that. Because it's just there. I don't like it when they try to do jump scares. I like the ones where it's just more creepy than anything. That doll's walking around. Please grab your light first. Okay, that's more creepy. It's the simplicity of it that I like. It took too long to get here, but that's creepy. Because they're already questioning his sanity.
थोड़ा डराया धमकाया तो कहता शिप के अंदर मत जाना शिप हॉन्टेड है हॉन्टेड
How would they know? Okay, here we go. I'm getting more confused. I like that. I like that. That was well done. I like that. But now I'm more curious. What did the start have to do? Oh my gosh, what's going on? They better explain something. Oh my gosh. Don't focus on the CGI.
अच्छा सिर्फ डीजल ही लीक हो रहा है कि वहां पे स्लग भी है हाँ डीजल ज्यादा शिप में एक काम कर 2 कैन पर्सनली रेलवे में भर दे महंगाई बहुत बढ़ गई है ना आ रहा हूं
Is there a secret compartment?
नहीं जब तक तुम्हारे सर पे ना बैठो ना कोई काम नहीं होता तुमसे
I hope this movie continues with the subtleties. It's so overt. It's covert. You know, it's interesting. The trailer made the dumb teenagers who got themselves killed, made them seem like a huge part of the story. At least it felt that way.
कौन है
But no, they were there and gone. I have a bad feeling about the child. I don't think that served a purpose. Maybe it's the souls that were killed, trying to scare people off the ship.
बहुत खराब हालत में थी सर जो रिकवर हो सकता था कर दिया थैंक यू
What? That tape would be completely salvageable. Well, it was in a cupboard. It was unwound. All you have to do is just get a pencil and rewind it in. It'll be a little crinkly, but it should still work. It was an audio, not a video. Gold bars? So, they were smuggling medicine. They were smuggling gold bars. And, I guess, cocaine. Yeah, I was afraid it was going to start using every single cliche in the book. Start copying every other horror movie and just pasting it in one. Let's have the girl crawl out of the TV screen.
मशीन और इंसान में एक चीज कॉमन होती है दोनों का दिमाग कब खराब हो जाए पता ही नहीं चलता
Why is he there?
नीलोफर ने तुम्हारी मेडिकल फाइल मुझे दी
How did you get the medical file?
मैंने कई बार अपनी जान लेने की कोशिश की लेकिन बच गया ऑब्वियसली
Well, then you...
रेडिएशन थेरेपी काला जादू सब ट्राई किया तुम्हारा ये मनगढ़ंत भूत असली भी तो हो सकता है एक आत्मा एक बुरा साया
सर मेरे पास कुछ दवाई एक्स्ट्रा है मैं भाभी के हाथों पहुंचाता हूँ आपको जरूरत है गुड नाइट
I thought he was there to help him, not talk him into his hallucination. Ugh.
डीजल लीक हो गया तो एनवायरनमेंट वाले सूली पे चढ़ा देंगे।
ओनर से मीटिंग कब है?
Just pump it out
आज करो। उस शिप को जूबी से दफा करो। Now, understand?
and get a ship to haul it out of there.
सीबर्ड का पूरा क्रू रातों रात गायब हो गया। कैसे? और आपको क्या लगता है सीबर्ड की टो रोप पहली बार टूटी है?
It should have been where the ship disappeared after everyone on board died. And then 11 years later, it pops up on this beach. There you go. Now you guys are thinking. That's going to break and end up taking someone's life out. Gonna snap. Duck and cover. Duck and cover. I'm gonna go swimming in the ocean again. I haven't done that since I was a kid. What's he looking at? I didn't see anything. Oh, okay. Okay. So there's a hole at the bottom of the ship. Eesh.
कहा था ना जैकेट लूज है, मैं मेघा के साथ रुक जाती हूँ। तुम नहीं माने। प्रॉमिस किया था ना कुछ नहीं होगा।
So he is hallucinating everything.
मुझे आपके पास आना है।
मुझे वापस आना है। मुझे वापस आना है। मुझे वापस आना है। मुझे वापस आना है। मुझे वापस आना है। मुझे वापस।
Yeah, I like how they didn't focus on the girl because her acting was a little stale. TV's still on? It's a DVD. It would have stopped. Oh my gosh. Why is everyone acting like a white dude in this movie? Well, at least him and then the teenagers. How's that axe gonna help? I said it served a purpose. Would you look at that? Close to halfway into the movie and they finally opened it. So it wasn't the key story element that it needed to be, but he passed a checkpoint. Why did he come in the middle of the night? That ladder does not look safe. What'd I say? A white dude. Going to what is allegedly a haunted ship where I've had visions every time I've gone during the day. Going during the night will be the perfect time for me to gather the evidence. All right, Chucky. Chucky doll can summon the ring girl. The Grudge. At what point are you blamed for your own dumb choices? You know, in a giant location or like a giant room that's pitch black, that light would do barely anything but see the floor in front of you. Why do you need to jump across? What purpose does that serve? Oh, hey Superman.
मुझे अर्जेंटली शिप पर जाना है। सर हाई टाइड है, अभी जाना मुश्किल होगा। बोट का इंतजाम करो। मेरा दोस्त फंसा शिप पर।
Of course, now that he's trapped, the ship is ready to leave. Why is he running around with a camcorder? That'd be funny if it was empty. The doll just keeps appearing in places. Hello, lady. Zolly shot. I like those. Those are always cool. I have the power. You know, I think the cheesy animation and everything adds to it. Because it's just it doesn't feel right. The end?
Mira.
Did that mean anything to anyone? I didn't catch it. Funny. Mira. In Spanish means look. Wonder what that had to do. What he got the girl's name. What does that mean? Is that his daughter's name? His wife's name? What am I missing? Let me know. It didn't seem like a big deal. I don't think knowing the kid's name is a big deal. Okay, is it finally getting to it? He's holding the doll.
शिप पे कई बार एक लड़की देखी गई उम्र 7 से 8 साल 7 to 8 years.
Oh, so the ship was still in use for...
कल हमने मीरा जिसे हमने इस वीडियो में देखा ये वही लड़की है जिसका जिक्र इन लॉग बुक्स में है और ये वही लड़की है जिसको हमने कल शिप पे देखा मीरा एक जिंदा लड़की है
तो पागल हो गया जिंदा लोग ऐसे नहीं दिखते पृथ्वी
वो सब मुझे नहीं पता रियाज मुझे बस इतना पता है कि मरे हुए लोगों की उम्र भी नहीं बढ़ती
How would you know? You've hallucinated it.
उस बच्ची की मदद हम तब तक नहीं कर सकते पृथ्वी जब तक हमें इस बात का पता ना हो कि उसे किसने और क्यों पजेस किया हुआ है
Call a priest.
हमें उस बुरे साहे के बारे में पता
It was a simple haunting and now it's a possession. Her birthday is coming up.
कि उस शिप पर एक लड़की है जिसके अंदर भूत आ चुका है उसे आप ढूंढकर बाहर लेकर आइए ताकि हम उसका भूत उतार सकें
They're talking a little loud in the middle of a cubicle.
लाश तक नहीं मिली थी पुलिस को रियाज रियाज
Who would have that conversation right there? How come I get the feeling that the therapist man who said that it was a car crash that he's gonna have some kind of relation with the whole thing? I doubt it, but there's just something about it.
पापा पापा
मेघू
पापा
मेघू पापा
मेरे पास आओ
मेघू पापा आ रहे
प्लीज मेरे पास आओ
पापा आ रहे मेघू पापा आ रहे
That was a little too abrupt. I'm not a fan of jump scares. They don't seem to work on me. It's the subtlety creepiness that works better, like the doll when it was slowly moving away from him.
Thank you.
When it changed places and was behind him.
सारे रिकॉर्ड
It's just the officer. Oh. Spooky. Oh my gosh, now it's doing the ghost on his shoulder trope. One person in the crew he never saw.
ये फोटो खींच। ये चर्च शहर से बाहर कर।
All right, give us more information. Okay. So she didn't jump off the rail?
वंदना ये कौन है?
क्या हुआ? ये कौन है?
ये
Come on, get to the point.
ये मर चुका है।
ये मरने के बाद वापस आया है
Oh, great.
अधूरे काम को पूरा करने के
Now the subtitles leave.
वंदना, वंदना।
The subtitles are delayed. Gosh dang it.
के पास सबूत था। उसे जिंदा रखना कैप्टन की मजबूरी थी। उसने अमर को बहुत
Gosh.
टॉर्चर किया।
Now the subtitles are way ahead.
लेकिन अमर ने अमर की
इसलिए उसने मीरा को अपने पास रखा है।
Please, next time have subtitles have it all caught up.
दोबारा शिप पर क्यों गई?
Nope.
अमर वो टेप्स और सीक्रेट रूम अभी भी शिप पे थे।
I've already read all this. Let's see. That makes no sense. Why were the tapes a mix of the family events and the smuggling footage? Cassette tapes don't work like that. Unless you were wound to rewrite them.
मेरा नाम पृथ्वी है। मैं सीबर्ड पर सर्विंग ऑफिसर हूँ। ये प्रोफेसर जोशी हैं।
Yeah. Had to go back. Just hopefully the subtitles are fixed.
मीरा जिंदा है।
This is where it's screwed up.
ये मर चुका है।
Oh my gosh.
ये मरने के बाद वापस आया है
और मेरे अलावा आपको वहाँ कोई नहीं ले जा सकता।
For the last 30 minutes, no subtitles.
हमें उसकी लाश को ढूंढ कर चलाना होगा। चल।
They're gonna burn it? I gotta turn it off. I gotta turn off the subtitles. They're serving no purpose right now. All right. Well, hopefully I understand enough and the visuals can tell me enough. I've read primarily what's going on, and with the mix of it being partially English, I think I should be able to gather what's going on. It's a very simple story. So, I've got this. I've got this. Drop it on his head. Oof, what a long fall. Why doesn't everyone have a walkie? You know, just in case. Dude, get out of the ship. You're alone now. This is a horror situation. You're alone. That's never a good sign. Leave the ship. It would have been better if they didn't have her shout.
पृथ्वी मेरी
Would have
आवाज
been
आ रही है?
better. Just more creepy though.
इंजन रूम से कहाँ?
इंजन रूम से
Holy water! What's he doing? Oh, all right. He's marking their path. How did she get there already? And the other people had to fall, what? A couple flights to get down. She's already at the secret place? Smart. Honestly, if it was a longer pole, it would have been easier for her to leverage it. So they weren't even in the right place. Was she always going to open it for him? Rush through the door quickly. The diesel. You can smell it. You don't need to taste it. Okay, good. I was afraid he was gonna taste it. Been like, what the heck? You can smell diesel. Of course. I've heard that many times. You could have just asked him to turn around. They should have done practical effects. The CGI is just so awful when they focus on it. Her angry look and everything was just... Ugh. Since when could he see visions? All right. There they put the practical effects, and they are not good. Oof. Direct shot. So his body has been hanging there. He wanted his daughter with him, so he took the girl. Breaking the machine isn't gonna change the mechanism. When did he become oh. When did that guy become affiliated with the occult? Don't stop chanting. The whole place is filled with diesel. He's gonna adopt her. The girl who probably should be in a psychiatric ward the rest of her life. Where'd the guy go? Is he being held in place? What? She was right in front of him. How'd she lose sight of him? What's that supposed to symbolize? Look for the hole that the girl always peeked at you from. There you go. She's used to fish. Yeah, boy. Yeah, it's over. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Yeah, I had to turn off the subtitles like near the end of the movie because they stopped working. But then again, it turns out they weren't needed, especially for the last half of the movie. I was like, oh, okay. Everything was pretty much straightforward. The visuals told the story. Yeah, I watched it. It's not the only spooky parts were the parts that were more like subtle. Was the what was it? The doll that kept moving away. That was creepy. The movements, the fact that she was standing in the back at the very beginning, where she was standing in the background. When they started having her shout, when they started having all this yelling, when they started forcing all these jump scares, it's just like, no. Just like with the snapping in the when he's about to go up the elevator, it turns out it's the officer. It's just like, you guys are baiting people with that. But other than that, I mean, meh. I watched it, and I guess this is the time to watch cheesy, scary movies. Oh, I honestly, it's not good, but it's not bad. I guess going into it, knowing that it wasn't gonna be good, because I saw it was just like an IMDb. It's like a 5-star rating out of 10. I already knew it wasn't gonna be good, but it's not bad either. It's like the acting isn't terrible. It's cliche after cliche after cliche, which is why I think it's considered bad. But it was like, okay, the acting was fine, except for the little girl, his daughter. The fact that he had a history with his wife and daughter died on a trip. He feels guilty, and he's trying to save a girl, his wife. There's just like a lot of similarities, and it's just like, I didn't care for that. The fact that he's already hallucinating stuff. He's hallucinating that his daughter's alive because he's unstable. And they kind of lean into that a little much. But overall, I had a fun time. Even realizing the subtitles didn't work and I just turned them off and it turned out to be fine. That was fine too. That was fine. I understood the story. Very simplistic. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.